Okay, good morning and welcome to Mishna Yomi, Maseches Kilayim, Perek Hey, fifth Perek, Mishnayos, Beis and Gimel, 2 and 3. Start with Mishnah Beis. Kerem Shuna Tua, Al Pachos Me'arba Amos. Let's say you have a vineyard. We discussed that you need 2 rows to make it a vineyard. But they have to be separated by 4 amos. We say Kidei Avodas HaKerem. Normally the way when you plant a vineyard, you separate the vines by 4 amos. That's the optimal way of having them grow the best. Rabbi Shimon Omer Eno Kerem. Rabbi Shimon has a shita that if you plant the 2 rows between each row less than 4 amos, that's not a normal kerem. It's not going to grow well. And Chum argue on Rabbi Shimon and say that technically you're right, but as long as there's 3 rows, right? So even though between 2 rows is less than 4 amos, that's not a normal way of kerem. But as long as the 3rd row, between the 3rd and 1st row is 4 amos, so then we just view the middle row as not being there, because even though it's not going to grow well, it'll just turn into eitzim, it's not going to grow grapes well, but it'll grow the wood well, and that's okay, and it doesn't ruin it being a vineyard. It's the machlokas. Mishnah Gimel, Charitz shu over v'kerem. Let's say you have a vineyard with many rows, let's say, and you have a ditch in the middle of the kerem. Amok asar b'rachav arba. You want to make it a different rishus, a different kerem. So it is 10 tfachim deep and 4 tfachim wide. Lezer Yaakov Omer, I'm a foolish merosh kerem atzov reizan yerek gebein shnei kramim mizorim b'soko. If this ditch goes from one end of the field to the other end of the field, which separates the field completely, so then it looks like 2 kramim. It looks like a different area, and you can plant something else, plant wheat or something else inside this ditch. If it's not the dimensions of 10 tefachim deep and 4 tefachim wide, less than that, then it looks like a gat. We'll see a gat is a wine press, which is either submerged in the ground, usually submerged in the ground. We're going to see in a second what the din of a gas is. Let's say you have a wine press in the middle of your field, amuka asar v'rachav arba, and it is the requisite depth and length for 10 tefachim deep and 4 tefachim wide. Relezer Omer zorim betocho. Relezer says you could plant in there, and Chum say you can't. So if it is expressly used for a wine press, even if it's 10 tefachim deep and 4 tefachim wide, it's a machlok, as the Chum say you can't plant there. But if it's but the Rav Eliezer ben Yaakov says that if it doesn't go, this ditch does not go through it. It's not expressly used as a wine press, but it doesn't go through the field. So then it doesn't go throughout dissect the entire field. So therefore, it would have din of a gas, and according to the Chachamim, again, it will be a problem. Shomera shebekerem. Let's say you have a shomera. This is a hill in the kerem, not a ditch, but a hill. Gvoa asar v'rachava arba. It's 10 tefachim high and 4 tefachim wide. Zorim b'socha, you're allowed to plant something else there. It's a rishus acheres, it's not part of the kerem. V'imay asar kotesh asar. If it had hair, that kotesh means literally to grind, meaning the vines from below are mixing with the wheat on top. So then it's asr, it's going to be asr. We'll see exactly. It sounds like it's asr midarai. So just like Mishna said before, and certainly your mesachek, you hover your vines over tvua. So then if short asr is the question, if you asr chavero, your friend's wheat also. But if you intentionally do that, so with asr, so therefore if the vines reach up to where the tvua is, so it would aser, even though it doesn't look like a gas, and the chum would be matter in this case. But if they mix together, they would be aser. And even here we're going to discuss exactly why the Mishnah uses the word kosesh as opposed to the Mishnah in Perek Daled and Mishnah Zayin, which uses the word erson. This is what Tosas Yantav is bothered by, and we'll discuss that in Yom Sion coming up right now.